There you go, I think everything's up. Good evening, mortals. My name is Jay, and welcome to Genshin. Once again, because I have shit to do in this game. Look, Natlan's coming out soon, and I'm only in Inazuma. I need to get my ass in gear and do this. But anyway, since last stream, yesterday, I've unlocked more of the islands. Not explored them, but I've unlocked them. Mainly because I wanted this domain, which has this, which every single support character in the game uses to some degree. Oh god, I've lost chat again. There it is. Nope, there it's gone again. There we go. I have two monitors, doesn't mean I can use them properly. But yeah, this set boosts elemental energy, elemental burst damage, and so every support uses the set. I need like 3 sets of this artifact. Because I'm building a lot of people all at once, and it's not a good idea, don't do it, but it's good. This was after my awakening during one of the fighting events where I went, oh, I am not strong enough to do any of this. So, future team right here. Because, yeah, I know I'm meant to be saving for Shenhar and everything, but Amelia's like really, really pretty. And I can't say no to really, really pretty women. Also, she goes well with Alakino, so, you know, it was a business decision. Who I also broke my no-wishing streak for Shenhar to get. Because, you know, and she's pretty and she's red and she looks like a bird. I like birds. And then, yeah, this is Shenhar's future team, which is basically just a Shatter team. Yeah, if she ever reruns again, it could be at least 5.1 before she comes out, because she's not on the 5.0 banners. Like, genuinely, it might be another year until I see her again. It's all because I just didn't get her the first time round. But anyway, today's stream I want to do a bit of farming for things, because this event's out. Money one, and the harp. Who needs what? I don't actually know if anybody needs these. What do you need? You need the windmill ones. Oh, you need more of those. Okay. You need the wheat ones. Kazuha, you also need the wheat ones. You do not need Fontaine ones. That's it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Guess we're doing the Morrid one then. Challenge, teleport. Through as many of those as we can into the manor. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I should bring... Yep, clicked out the game. Bring Jingcho with me instead. He hasn't got artifacts, but he has water. And we need water. So I have this cute skin from him, from the Slia's Lantern, right?
You've been a naughty boy. Rain outlines your fate.
Yeah, I don't like these guys, they're annoying. It's like, they're not necessarily hard to defeat once you have Zhongli. It's just the fact that they run around for ages. I have the same feelings with those Bishop hatchlings, which aren't necessarily hard to defeat, they just keep moving, and they just don't stay still and let you kill them. And it's like, Please just stand still and let me kill you.
I'm a bit rusty.
Ouch. Ouch. Zhongli is a terrible crutch because I keep forgetting about him.
No, my sword.
Ew, come out and let me kill you, please. Yay, he's dead. Only time to do this multiple times over. No gold, but good enough.
Stabilize. Come a little closer.
Die. Please, thank you.
Let me leave you alone.
Ouch.
You've been a naughty boy.
Please, good sir, just die.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Ouch.
My.
Oops.
Like I got carried.
Yeah, can you see why I'm on like a team building quest?
You're in
Yeah, it's not a
trouble,
good
Sean.
domain if Lisa doesn't die at least once.
Solidify. Rain outlines your.
I love cutting characters off midway through their attack lines. There we go. Only took one death. To the weird tree. Please give me the. Yay, he got a gold one.
Solidify. Ring cutter.
There we go. Dead.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty.
No escape. Leaving so soon.
Rain outlines your fate.
Leaving so soon. Gather. Prepare yourself. No escape.
No, my sword.
No escape. Leaving so soon.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Die. Oh, that's why I died last time. They did that attack at the same time.
Stabilize.
That wasn't.
Let me weave you a bow.
Prepare yourself. Solidify. So soon.
I like Zhongli's shield because it gets rid of his weird shadow things at the same time. Yay. Now let's leave this domain and go to the next thing we have to kill. Next thing on the hit list for today is on this island. It's this guy. It's a pretty cool looking boss thing. Which we need for Kazuha.
Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
And where is Mr. Diluc?
What's our objective?
Let's help if we go in the right direction. Once we've done that, I think we get to go mushroom picking, but I don't know if the mushrooms have respawned yet. No, they won't have. I was up quite late last night picking mushrooms. Because how else does a teen spend their evenings? I like this fight because it's raining, so. You just sit here.
Gather.
Come a little closer.
Unfortunately, that happens as well.
Solidify.
Let's spark things up.
Oops. Completely misused that.
Stabilize.
Ouch. Very chilly today. Yeah. See, I'm just really bad at applying the shield. Like Zhongli, great shielder. Me, bad player. Big skill.
Solidify.
Yay, marionette balls. So, how many more do we need for Mr. Kazuo? Yes, we have enough. No, we don't. Need quite a few more. Yeah, we're missing those. Hopefully I have enough for the alchemy table. Yeah, perfect. Make just a couple of these.
The waves rise high.
Blah, 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 blah. Need 6 of those. Not fully certain I might have enough of that. Yeah, I can make 19 of these. 70, yep, got enough for that. I'm not bother taking these characters up to 90. 80 will do. Yeah, my favourites can be 90 and I'll triple crown her and everything because she's pretty. But yeah, the actual practical characters is no point. Ooh, yeah, more of that. And possibly a statue.
Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
The weather in Inazuma's lovely. Definitely isn't slightly perilous. If you're trying to get that achievement for getting struck by lightning, you know, Inazuma will give you that for free.
Stabilize.
This guy's design is so cool.
Gather.
You've been a naughty boy.
Ow.
Solidify. Gather.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Burn. Ha. 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 Stabilize.
Look, I managed to not wind up half dead that time. What's the original resin? Jeez. Who wants the marionette balls? Exactly what I wanted for Christmas. Okay. cancel navigation on that. Well, I guess that's it for farming today. That's about as much as I can be bothered to do. And we got our commissions. I guess we get them in the Zuma this time. Usually go to Monster, but we can spice it up for once.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today.
Yay.
Ad Astra.
Oh yeah, I have more areas in Zuma. None of them are particularly interesting. Let's put someone in Zuma. I want more money. Yeah. This is the furthest I've gone into the battle pass recently. Now, do you think I'm going to be able to get 10 or so levels I need in 4 days? No, I like the odds. Yeah, I have no interest in massively in the battle pass. It's just a good source of resin every now and again. Anyway, questing times. To do the rest of this, we have to do this. Navigate. Yeah. We get to talk to Yoimiya, whose name I definitely didn't spell egregiously wrong in the title the first time around and had to open up the game and double check it. No, I'd never.
We're looking for the Great Muchina Yokai.
Nice.
Do you know where it lives? Great Muchina Yokai? Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants.
Sounds sick.
One time, the Great Mujina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, it pushed my dad into the river.
I think your dad might be lying to you, kid.
Sounds like a very naughty little monster. 'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away. My dad said that the Great Mujina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to. So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want.
I like this kid. She's an innovator and a problem solver.
This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you. Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great Mujina Yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything. So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest. Yeah. So as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, well... Something sounds very strange about all this, but Paimon can't say exactly what it is.
What are our options? Yes, that is sus. Definitely not just boogeymaning his kids.
One of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world. We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it.
No, we don't tell them, because then that keeps them occupied. And out of their parents' hair.
Oh, children! Listen up! There's no need... Huh? No way! That's impossible! My dad wouldn't lie to me. Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous. That's not true. The Great Mujina Yokai is definitely real.
Yeah, Paimon probably shouldn't be left alone with kids. She clearly does not understand them all that much.
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up.
I don't know if we should give kids fireworks.
Yoimiya, huh? We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how... We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day. Uh-huh. Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. But... Come on. Let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya. Wait! Hold on! Don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. trying to look out for them.
Yes, but they're like 6, Paimon.
Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Yay. I like her. Symbol. It's a cute fish. Where are the children? That way. Let's just go chase after some kids. We're definitely not weird. Oh hey, it's Yoimiya.
Cheer
That's
up,
a surprise.
guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh? But we've never seen it for ourselves. That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then. No matter how powerful the Great
I
Mujina
love her
Yokai
hair.
might be,
Just
it's
look
no
at that
match
big
for my
fish. That
fishing
is
and
so cool.
fireworks. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks. Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient. Oh, yeah. Hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about. Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now. Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing.
My
Will
joy.
do.
Like,
Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist. Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist. Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced by me.
terrible.
Huh. So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity? Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it.
The scream of the ferocious tiger. Hello, Ginger. I just fed him, so now he wants to scream. Ginger's my cat, by the way. He's an orange fluff ball of pure stupidity. No, you're wet. That's why you want cuddles. You've been out in the rain. And now you want to share. My hair's gonna be covered in wet cat fur. What else does Yoimiya have to
It's
say?
likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good. Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist. Nah, nah, nah. I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying, right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else to tell me what's what.
Yeah, Paimon.
The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in
Oh,
things like heroes
Ginger,
and
that's
slew
my desk.
dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
No, Ginger, that's my
Whether it's
microphone.
understood me or
I'm
not,
using that.
don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe.
Yes, you're adorable and Ginger. I am trying to do something right now. Yeah, he needs his post-lunch cuddles after he's eaten. Gets all affectionate. Yes, you're adorable. Now, can I have my desk back, please? Oh, we're playing like this, I guess.
Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready. Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something? Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you.
Yay, fireworks. I like fireworks.
In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show.
Ooh. Ginger, I'm going to use your tail as a armrest.
Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A load of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again.
My bed's
The
lovely and
hero who
comfy,
slays
far
the
nicer
dragon
than the death.
becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way.
Interesting book review from Yoimiya. Now only caught half of that, slightly distracted by the cat. I think he's eyeing up my T-Rex. I like Inazuma, it's very pretty around here. I feel like I'm gonna lose Lisa and all the purple.
Hey, Pups, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganoharas.
Yay, history
That
lesson.
can wait. Pups, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
No. Okay.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the one.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the material.
Yes, the materials!
I feel bad laughing.
Sorry, Paimon got all excited because...
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. he can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them, okay?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully.
Oh.
When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I told my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
I guess we're gonna go beat someone up for the firework materials as usual.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Who's this?
Oh, you scared me there.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming over.
What's this?
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash. But when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakajiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all
No, I
your
kind of
help.
forgot she was hiding people.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakajiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary.
I mean, we got here just fine. I'm sure he'll be good.
If things are this bad, couldn't you...
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered.
Oh, that's cool.
If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Wow, that is so...
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
Oh, that's cool. Then, obviously, it also works as a little double-edged code.
The slip
That's
I
cool.
have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This would...
All right, well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update for you.
All right, I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Kanjo Commission.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be
Yeah, we
much help to
nepotismed our way into the
Sakura.
country,
I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework material. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakajiro's boat. We can chat along the way.
Yeah, don't apologize for the errands to me. We never do them with
Can
everyone.
I ask how you two first met?
He saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time.
You can have her if you want.
Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Yeah, we're not meant to be here either, so we can't complain.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but
Huh? Why is that?
because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
Ooh, history lesson from a random guy. I'm so excited.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? Ugh. I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot. It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
So, what you're trying to say is that you
Oh, I do!
I mean, look at the
really
woman.
do.
She's basically a walking firework. Of course she enjoys the work.
I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom, and then seeing all the lights and colors and, but what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets. Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question. Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
I don't know, Paimon does it.
Comfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kind of have a point.
I don't really know what materials we're looking for.
Here we are.
No. Hello, firework materials.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoimiya, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows? He probably would have run away by now.
Okay.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Yay, more free things.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me.
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then. If you insist, pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
Yoimiya's a very kind lass, isn't she?
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks. But they don't always listen. So it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Yeah, we probably have a big hammer lying around somewhere. Could process them ourselves. Yeah, to the blacksmiths. What an interesting choice.
Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework material.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I mean, it is an annual event.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, that could be a problem. Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Oh, that's good.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the
That's
work
me.
personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event, but Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough.
Damn.
Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's beautiful! I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
His neck looks weird.
So, have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same. Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, remember to come and watch the fireworks. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
Yay, waiting. Way back over here. Into the pretty pink tree. Or purpley tree. Pinky purple tree?
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day. Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we
Been
first
like
met, I was in
20
a
minutes?
hurry.
It's
We
fine.
didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
Monster.
Sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy.
Unfortunately, they do have rules, I think.
My
I'm not really
pops
sure.
actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. He was telling me all night about how good it tasted. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god?
Yes, a very believable story, but yeah.
Oh, that must be really tough.
I'm surprised, like, how easily people accept that story, that, like, oh, yeah, so God got in your way? Yeah, sounds like a god. Considering most of the gods are either dead or passive, because they're just weakened to the point they can't do much.
I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
No, God stole our sister, that's a pretty, like, firm goal in mind.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle, even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired. An adventure friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
Maybe not at the minute, maybe by the end of the Archon quest.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer? Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Yeah, let's act natural because we're very natural looking around here. Don't draw any unwanted suspicion throughout this game. Looks like a boat.
It's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in.
Why is it not letting me?
To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger, and there's no way it would pass the Tenryo Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Like a raincoat. Definitely need a raincoat. Probably some
Really
willies.
worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryo Commission?
Time when we broke into a prison. We're pretty, pretty collaborated
Maybe
already.
it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait,
So you're seasoned crooks already, eh?
Oh, please.
Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
who's Third Sis?
Let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Woo.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid or held me once as a baby or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
God, Yoimiya talks a lot. Which is great, because it saves me a job. But yeah, I've done that too. Mainly with relatives, like, oh yeah, do you remember me from this event? I'm like, no, I have no idea who the hell you are. Please don't talk to me. I have to knock on window.
The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryo Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there something you wanted to do?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. So forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it.
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision. The Tenryo Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours. Their son's in the Tenryo Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues.
Something tells me issues are going to be caused.
All right. You should get back indoors, Sakajiro. We'll be back in no time. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish. Pops? Pops? No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Ahem. Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
Interesting fellow. I'm curious what his regrets are. Why is there so much seagrass? What do I do with seagrass? I'm assuming it's someone's essential material. Is it? What do I even have from Inazuma? Oh, do you use seagrass? No. No. Do not have many Inazuma characters. Are you from Inazuma or are you Leeway? You're Inazuma, aren't you? Nope, you're Kabuto's. No. Yeah, I assume it's for someone then. Butterfly. Mint. Weird fruit. Oh, and slimes. I love it. And a little common chest for me.
What do you think, cutie?
Oh, lovely. Where are we going? Old couple. Simply in here, this old couple? Oh, are you the old couple?
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next hair of Naganohara fireworks.
Lovely.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains.
This is such a cheery
I
conversation.
wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often.
It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
Oh,
Yeah, we do this
you're
stuff all the time.
such good kids. As if you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here.
Sure. It won't take. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on. Let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first.
Weeds and then pickles. Weeds. Weeds. Oh, die. Yeah, die. Yeah, die. Yeah, die. There we go.
You got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now.
Hello. Mr. Gojo?
Hey, Satoru! How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. We sold some fireworks to Liyue a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely.
They didn't seem that way to me. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village.
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
Yeah, now we've buttered them up with help. Now it's time to ask for the favour. Also, if their son never visits, I don't know how much help they'd be.
That was quick. Young
Yeah,
people
still
are
raining
so
outside.
handy.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago back.
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We we both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win.
Well,
Yay, old
maybe
people
you're
stories.
right. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eye. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. But 50 years of being together.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Aw, what a great relationship they have.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up?
Yeah.
Yes, let's get them to our
it's a
favourites now that they've
difficult
bored
thing
us
to
with
talk
their
about,
romance.
but here goes.
Sakujiro.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boys' best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other. But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryo Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it
Oh,
was
very sad.
anything else, I could talk to Keisuke. But since it's Sakujiro,
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought?
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryo Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryo...
Well, no worries. If that's
Fate
the
is
case,
cruel, I
never
guess.
mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you.
yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things...
I think after all these years...
Okay, whatever, I don't care what they have to say.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Boing. 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 Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport. These legs are not made for walking. Made for gliding instead.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryo Commission came by.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryo Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryo Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this. Surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
sorry. My ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I did.
Oh, yay, the
I
people
was
we've
getting
met.
some ore from my
He's gonna
friend's
help us out.
place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
Where to?
It's Masazaka and his friends!
These children, where are they?
Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet? Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later.
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on, but I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Yes, bribery.
Hey, we're gonna get candy! Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a bunch of scary-looking men come by here at all?
Yep, we did. It looked like they were chasing someone.
Are they trying to catch a monster too? No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start. We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
Child whisperer.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look, there are people from the Tenryu Commission over there. It must be them.
And we're just gonna walk up and talk to them? That seems smart.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well, you've only got your...
I love how easily she goes to fighting military officials.
Time for a light show!
She performs fireworks. Whoa, he exploded.
Fire hazard! That didn't count.
Ow. Stop stabbing me, I'm just cute and adorable, you can't stab me.
Time for a light show! That didn't count.
Ew, I got a burst. That burst is so pretty. No idea what it does, but it's pretty.
Fire hazard! Gotta watch it.
Stabilize.
Be
That was interesting.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished for your action. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Yeah, well.
Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
I love beating up the military in my free time. That looks serious.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
I'm just dripping wet during this moment.
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is never any room for discussion.
Oh, you've got a stick and a half up your ass.
Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
What are you talking about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk.
Yes, call his
See
bluff,
it in your
Yoimiya.
faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Tuh. Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything, Keisuke. You seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feelings. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back, no matter what the consequences are. You have to tell him everything.
This is one way to get two guys to talk about their feelings.
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Withdraw.
Fire hazard! That didn't count!
Gather.
The fuse is lit!
I must withdraw.
Whoa, that was such a difficult duel. We had such a hard time
Sir,
fighting them there.
They are too strong. We need more men.
Stand.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
Yes, sir.
Weird day in the office after this.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because we talked to your mum.
Because Sakujiro may not. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were young, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt. the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world.
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that After all, I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done. But now, my role is to punish violators of this Hakoku decree. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing? The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the...
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time.
Oh, how sweet.
I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing.
I understand now. Thank you.
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but... By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
You just have to wait until he comes back, and then you can have your beautiful firework moment.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
No, I was hoping they were going to
Don't miss
wait
out on...
and then have to do it together.
Yoimiya, the way you took
What can I say? I like to talk. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to... Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse. Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Ooh. Get to watch the fireworks. I like fireworks, they're cool and sparkly. Wade through the water. Watch the fireworks while dripping wet. I just find it funny that like effects and stuff still hang around during cutscenes, because then they might end up looking a little weird.
Huh?
Ooh.
Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yoimiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yoimiya?
Yeah, Paimon, shut it.
try though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Ooh.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best ones! They won't forget that anytime soon!
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping it would leave a deep impression on you guys. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
You know, Yoimiya, you seem to turn into a completely different person during the—
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship. For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro,
Mm.
they
Interesting friendship.
Oh yeah, as for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't found an answer.
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and philosophical.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them. Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun desires. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. Also,
That's a nice
consider this.
interpretation of
You have to
intensity.
have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often, but I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
And that's Yoimiya's story quest. And that's Act 2.
I think I'll stay here for a bit. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. Matsuzaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Mujina yokai. Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fireworks. And over the next few days, that includes you and Paimon too, of course.
Is that part 2 story quest?
As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over?
Yeah, that sounds like more quest stuff. What have we got to do? Inazuma, Chasm, Venture Rank 4. Yeah, I'll get to that eventually. Willow keeps pestering me to do it, but I can't be bothered. An odd textual mystery. Oh yeah, that's the other quest thing. Did the sacred sakura cleansing ritual last night. That was miserable. Like, it's an interesting quest line with a nice ending, but it's like, God, could you have been any more vague with the directions? What do you mean, the flats by the house? Like, okay? Yeah, but like, where? And even once you find that, then it's like, oh, you have to go to an island in the middle of the ocean. And I'm like, oh, thanks. No pointers on where this island is? No. You just expect it? No. Yeah, that's definitely one I'd do with a cool guide. Not fun, didn't like that, but... Yeah, I have a pretty little name card thing. Profile thing. Not profile thing. A cute little avatar. This was definitely worth it. I'm curious if they're going to add more of these. Because I feel like they could add, like, ones for, like, story quests that you've done. You know, something different from just the character profile. I guess there's other, like, world quests and stuff they could do. Be cool to see one maybe for those hereafter quests. I've been doing those as they pop up. Which obviously are a little different from the usual world quests. But they're fun. Okay, what do they want us to do next? Act 2. Go to the tea house. Yeah, okay. How about story quests? Have we unlocked? No, we have to finish everything to unlock those. Oh, Yoimiya has 2. Hmm. Damn, you have to do Aranyaka. That looks fun. Yeah, I didn't realize Yoimiya had 2. Yeah, I have to kill things.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Die. Yay, little chest.
What do you think, cutie?
And a ceiling. Oh well, now that I've finished Yoimiya's quest, this is where I'm going to be ending stream for today. Definitely my shortest one so far. But thank you very much for sticking around and watching. And I will do the rest of this quest at some point as well. So I must bid you all a good night.